The Black Manosphere is now asking itself if it is dead. Has the Black Manosphere died? Is the Black Manosphere dead? Well, it's definitely in turmoil. You see, the Black Manosphere started out under the guise that it was supposed to help lift men with knowledge and experience, teach boys how to become men, and teach men how to excel in this world. And that all sounds great. They started creating their own catchphrases, MGTOW, men going their own way. They also created something else, incels, involuntary celibate. That is a man that wants to get laid, but can't even if he paid. So this battle between men going their own way and women staying away from men, known as incels, created a polarity of sorts that once fed and reaching a certain point on the scales, one weight would tilt downward, lifting the other one up, proving itself worthy because of its weight in gold, false gold, a promise that men that had been abused by women, cheated on by women, divorced by women, had their children taken away from women, paying child support, having multiple baby mothers, was in the right headspace and had enough confidence within their ability to manifest their reality, would lead a group of anonymous avatars that claimed that they were men, invading the space, real people, bots, trolls, other women, a mixture of a lot of anonymity. Never quite sure exactly who was really filling the seats to these congregation of the Black Manosphere. And the Black Manosphere began to find themselves going from talking about how to invest in crypto, how to excel in business, to becoming a slave not because their ancestors were slaves, not because they wanted to fight for reparations. No, a slave to the YouTube algorithm. The YouTube algorithm ever changing, demanding videos with the most shock value. Videos promoting fear, chaos, and confusion, shooting up the charts, getting pushed ahead other videos of mundane, square biz, boring topics. You know, the topics that speak about boring things like stability, structure, savings, responsibility, maturity. You know, those things are not entertaining. And YouTube is an entertainment platform. That means dance for me. Shut up and dribble. Shut up or tell a joke. be funny, be entertaining, be a clown. And wouldn't you have it, the Black Manosphere already typecasts so much of the men into the entertainment role, being a sports entertainer, a musician, an actor, or some of that degree, always in the realm of entertainment, found himself in the loop once again, now having to become an entertainer for the YouTube algorithm. Okay? And the algorithm said, dance for me. Do a trick for me. Help me defeat TikTok. Help me defeat Instagram. They're dancing more than you. They're laughing more than you. Be funny. Entertain these people. So that way our click rates can go up. So that way our stock can go up. Google a stock. Okay. Raise it up. We'll give you a little cut if you can get over 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, okay? We give you some money, okay? Ads promoting businesses that we have stock in as well. Raising the stock up. Are you invested? No, you can't talk about investments because that's boring. Stability is boring. You need to be entertaining. You need to be toxic because toxicity of our city is, well, it's entertaining. People like to know what's being said through the grapevine, okay? And so we like to gossip. We like the tea, okay? So they started providing the tea. They started finding out that the most entertaining aspect about themselves was their projection, their own internal struggles with women being projected out onto the scrying black screen of cell phones and cameras. And they started talking about their hatreds towards women. And then all the other men, like being at a Nazi regime, started to all gravitate towards the negativity, towards a false superiority of claiming the annihilation of the modern woman for the blue-eyed, blonde-haired, supreme Nazi Aryan race, right? Of course, this is a Black Manosphere. They're not Aryan. But you do follow this story. You see that they wanted to wipe out the modern women like the Nazis wanted to wipe out the Jews. Even though Hitler is a Jew. And in this example, the black man comes from a black woman. So essentially wanting to wipe out his own. And all of that just to feed the beast known as the YouTube algorithm. To get some AdSense, helping the profits of the Google stock while destroying himself through projection of all his incel tendencies, of all his failures as a man coming forth and finding out that he was not alone, that he could cast a wide net and find other men just as miserable as him, has had failed relationships with women just like him, paying child support just like him, and that they all could come together and that they could all kumbaya together and cry together and find themselves without the comfort of a woman because they had distanced themselves so much from the female nature in an attempt to bond together to manifest nothing of substance in the year 2022. And now they are at the point where they are starting to feel that they need to disband. That may be this whole thing called the Black Manosphere is a failure. And wouldn't it be so that men that bonded together because they were failures now find themselves failing once again? Has it uplifted some people? Have women benefited from the on again, off again, spit out the fat, right? Spit out the bones kind of selective listening techniques to try to get the gems buried between all the BS and say, yes, okay. I see that, yes, they are talking about polygamous. They are talking about it's healthy for men to cheat and because they high value. They talking all this nonsense, but they also make some good points that I do need to work on myself. I need to get myself together and make myself more desirable and stop disrespecting the gym membership that I continue to pay for every month, but I never go. And, get myself back in line. I thought that being educated, I thought that having a high salary was enough, but I'm being told I'm too old. I'm being told I have too many kids and no man. And so, maybe I can get some gems out of this to help uplift myself. Maybe, yes, it happened. There were some people. They did appreciate it. And so people did get value out of it. A lot of people were disturbed and concerned about it and fought back against it. And the villain hero, we don't know who's the real villain, who's the real hero. You got the pink pill, you got the red pill, you got the blue. Everybody is fighting together. You got this Power Rangers, a white ranger, pink ranger, red ranger, blue ranger. You got all of this going on. Everybody's fighting. YouTube's benefiting from all of the chaos because the views are going up, the AdSense are coming in, the Google stock is raising. So, a lot of competition. And it was entertaining. That's the whole point. Everything all comes down to entertainment for YouTube. Are you not entertained? Is their only question that YouTube will ask you. Because if you're not, then of course the algorithm will drop that video. So that was fun. People made their money. People are still making their money. But has the true soul and spirit purpose of the Black Manosphere been lost? And now they are asking themselves this question. Maybe it is. Maybe we cannot take this any further than what has been taken. Already, people are going back outside, so viewership drops, of course, because of that. Everybody was glued to their devices when they were trapped inside their houses, so that was already something that needed to be accounted for. And so things have changed for a lot of content creators on that alone. But is there a leader? Is there a leadership? Is there some type of elite group within the manosphere? And if so, are those people going to take it to the next level? Well, we know that Kevin Samuels is claimed to be the Godfather. A man that has 2 divorces and may like men as well in a way that can only be alleged. So essentially, you have this more Venusian man, I will say, a very Venusian man, self-image, fragrances, art, colors, pastel, very Venusian man coming to the space, and he is over 1 million, and now he's trying to hit the mainstream, and so maybe he's cashed out. Maybe the Godfather has cashed out. Of course, he continues his rhetoric. Of course, he continues to promote women on his show. They call in, they do their thing. The entertainment value was there. Jerry Springer, Jerry, right? That whole thing, nothing, no, right? Steve Wilkos, there's all that kind of drama playing out, and everybody can potentially be all in on it, being they all cashing out, okay? But would he even want to take on that responsibility? I would say no. He's a businessman. He's about making money. He's making his money. He could care less if the Black Manosphere survives or not. He knows that he's surviving at the age of 51 or whatever age he is now. And so he's got his money. He's out. That's what other people are doing. That's what they need to find out. That's all this Black Manosphere is for people to get the bag, cash out. When they've gotten enough from it, they could care less if the thing lives on or not. As long as they have their audience, as long as they can continue to get their super chats, which of course is not easy to do. I'm not saying that they're doing anything wrong. They are business people themselves. They have to edit videos, takes a very long time. They have to continue to buy new equipment to make the production well, and they do have to be entertaining. They do have to have topics that a lot of times they write out what they have to say, and they have to interact with people. If you've worked in customer service or anything like that, you know that interaction with people is laborious. So they are definitely working hard for their money. But that is the thing. They are working hard for their money, maybe not so much for the cause of Black Manosphere, because let's face it will always cast a wide net that will attract of a majority of men who are frustrated, incels, virgins, people that have been defeated by women, and instead of leveling up and being on their purpose and changing themselves to get to a point where they can be comfortable around the women, they are bitter, who hurt them, all of that. You will continue to attract those men, whether you want to or not. That's just how this whole manosphere audience contains of these men. They are the squeaky wheel. They will speak the loudest. They will come at you the most. And no man wants to deal with that. No man of any kind wants to deal with that negativity, with that spirit. It's not healthy. And I think that because all of that negativity, all of that spirit has consumed this product known as the Black Manosphere so much, it has polluted it in such a way that the stench is too much to bear for the content creators, and now they are looking to abandon ship. And the one thing that they did gain is they learned how to be entertaining, how to hold the audience. Now they can get back to their original topics, because all the men, they start out wanting to talk about something that's serious. Of course, serious means boring, which means not entertaining, which means no algorithm push for you, sir. And then they enter the Black Manosphere. They learn the value of entertainment. Now they can bring that back as they come out of the Black Manosphere. And now they can talk about their boring topics, but now they're entertaining while they're talking about it. Therefore, they make the transition. They cash out of Black Manosphere. They make that money. Oshay, Oshay.